Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Zoo on B94.5. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has restored the roar to Beaver Stadium, the one and only, the head coach of your Nittany Lions. Please welcome Bill O'Brien.
Wow. There are a lot of people in here this morning. Coach, what's going on? Sorry.
I'm still trying to figure out how we fit all these people in here.
We need like a picture and an aerial shot. Can we get an aerial? Devin's got it.
You know, the thing is, though, PJ, it's fantastic spirit. And really, it's what this place is all about. And it's great to come over here this morning and see all the students and the cheerleaders and the Lionettes and all the people that work for you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And you got, I got to give a shout out to the guys outside. You guys can come in, you know. The guys from Nittanyville are camped overnight. That says B.O.B. the Rebuilder out there on their tent. They camped outside. I'm not lying to you. They camped outside.
Good for them.
I was at Damon's last night for your show, and I to stop somewhere else for Coach versus Cancer. I came by here. I was like, why the hell is there a tent in our backyard?
Oh, that's just Nittanyville.
And I texted Alan Shepard. I was like, there's a tent from Nittanyville. He's like, I know, I'm in it. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, we're waiting for the Coach O'Brien interview. Okay, that's fine with me.
Cool.
Whatever you want. Coach, you were coming this morning because you wanted to reach out to the fans and the community, the local people here that supported you when you came through this year, and I know you wanted some time to do that. So
right. No, I just, PJ, I just wanted to come on this morning and just, again, thank everybody on behalf of our staff and our players. We can't thank the people enough, especially the student body, all the people that come out to these games and support us. When we run out of that tunnel, and there's 95,000 people there, and we have 30,000 students there behind us, it means so much to our players, it means so much to our staff, and there really words can't describe, the gratefulness that we have for that. And the one thing that I will say to you is, to all the people out there, is keep coming. We got a bunch of tough kids. They're resilient. They play hard. We're exciting to watch. We're going to come after people on defense, and we're going to play exciting on offense. And look, at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, we really appreciate the support of these fans, and it means a lot to everybody at our program.
Coach Bill O'Brien with us this morning at the Zoo, all at B94.5, our Red Line Speech on Feel Good Friday edition. And something interesting that you said last year that I told some people at work here was when you were leaving the Patriots to come here, you were sitting on the bus with Tom Brady going over the Super Bowl, and he said something. He played for Michigan, obviously, so he's been to Beaver Stadium a few times. But he told you something interesting about Beaver Stadium as a Michigan guy and as the guy in the NFL. It was pretty cool to hear you say that.
Yeah, we were actually on the way to a Super Bowl practice and just talking about Penn State. And, obviously he played at Michigan. He has a lot of pride in that, but he also knows that the Big Ten is a fantastic conference. And he said, that's the loudest place. Beaver Stadium is the loudest place I've ever played to this day. And so, that's what it's all about. And he's right. And last year, when we came out there and played our home games, you could see that the crowd noise has an effect on the opponent. And obviously over the last couple games here at home, the crowd noise has been fantastic. Look, we all feel bad that we didn't deliver a win last week, but at the end of the day, the support of our fans during that game was great and helped us a lot in trying to come back in that game, and it'll only go that much further as the season goes on. So thank you very much to all the fans, and all I can say is keep coming out to those games.
Coach has a thing. It's a 12-hour morning period for the guys. I know that much, and his staff. So I'm sure that should go over with the fans as well. So we should have a 12-hour morning period. Get over the loss.
Yeah.
And gear up for Penn State tomorrow at 3:30.
That's Penn State. It's over. We a little bit of a setback, but you tell our players all the time, our staff feels the same way. It's time to get up and get back to work. And right away on Monday, started getting ready for Kent State. Our players were in the meeting rooms on Sunday, watching the film on their own, trying to correct their mistakes. We have great kids, PJ. Just fantastic kids. We love coaching them, and they mean a lot to us, and they mean a lot to Penn State. They stayed committed to Penn State during a tough time, and again, we just need everybody's support now more than ever, and we'll play better on Saturday.
One of your kids interned for us this summer, Adam Gress.
How did he fit in this room?
It was ridiculous.
It
was very awkward.
Did you see the latest article on Gress about his hair?
Yes.
He talked about the awkward stage.
Tell everybody about the awkward stage. The ones that
now, first of all, preface all this by saying Adam Gress is a fantastic guy. offensive tackle,
one of the
tough
nicest
player,
kids you'll ever meet.
one of the greatest guys ever. And he's grown his hair out. It's a long haircut. And somebody interviewed him the other day and asked him about his hair, and he said there was an awkward stage, where he had to decide whether to let his hair keep growing out. And we kind of got on him in practice about that a little bit yesterday.
He's got like long, blonde, flowing hair now.
He's going to be mad at me for telling that story.
Oh, he's not going to be mad.
It was in the newspaper, so.
He had to do a lot worse here. So he actually said it was harder to deal with us here on a regular basis than the coaches over at the football building.
Probably so. Probably
like,
so.
You guys are pains in the asses compared to the football coaches. I said, no, we're fine. We're good. One more thing about the crowd. Then we have one more question for you after this too. But just talk about, because you were in the NFL, you did college football before that too. But just talk about just the camaraderie that goes on at Penn State compared to being in the NFL a little bit. Just the difference.
There's a big difference. One of the things about Penn State that's unique to me is the support of the student body. That and I talk about the fan support and all that, but really at the end of the day, what means so much to me is the support of our student body. We have a fantastic student body here that never sits down during the games, that camps out for the games, that supports us so much, whatever the team does. And to me, that's what Penn State's all about. That's why it's such a fantastic place. We have a great culture at Penn State.
Yeah.
Penn State's about great kids, great academics, fantastic athletics, in a fantastic spirit. And that's what Penn State's all about. So at the end of the day, we're going to field a very competitive football team. And again, like I said earlier, I just want to thank the student body and just keep coming out to those games because it means a lot to our players and our staff.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Coach O'Brien with us in studio. Stacy here? Is she back there somewhere? Stacy, come up real quick. Stacy, I just want to clear this up once and for all with Coach. Stacy was at Dunkin' Donuts the other day when you were there.
Yeah.
She's the one that called you out and said that you were saying that you did not button line at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I have a major problem with Stacy right now.
Yeah. This is why Coach is here.
This is 6 in the morning.
This is the real reason.
6 a.m.
And I was about 6th in line, and I was waiting patiently. And the young man that was making the coffee, he reached over, and he had my coffee, because I go there just about every day. And people in line were probably a little bit miffed at that because, I cut the line, but I had nothing to do with it.
You didn't want to do it.
Stacy's saying that I was impatient. I demanded my coffee.
I was second in line.
That's not true, Stacy.
Someone behind me, I didn't know. I didn't know it was you, but I see this figure.
All right, Stacy, we're putting you on the banned list. You're no longer allowed in the Beaver
I'm the
Stadium.
student, not allowed at Beaver Stadium.
No.
But I got you a present.
She got you a present.
I got
Probably
you
a cup of coffee.
Well, almost. I got you a Dunkin' gift card.
She got you a Dunkin' gift card. The Lion's going to hand it over to Coach here.
Does this work in an ATM?
Yes, you can pull out money too. It's got Lion Cash on it too.
There's not a lot on there. But
Works at the hub?
Yeah, it works at the hub.
Coach, you're going to have to wait in line to use that. So.
I always wait in line.
He does wait.
Don't give me a bad name.
Hey, he didn't want to cut. The guy needed it. It was an awkward thing for him.
That was very nice of him. That was very.
It was a very awkward thing for him.
No, I understand. If I was the head football coach, I would hope my coffee was in my hand.
It should be, but he doesn't want that.
No.
He wants them to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you're
exactly.
Coach, you said last night at your show that you wanted to maybe once coaching was done do a radio show. So
you know what?
We're putting you through a little training camp this morning, but what were you going to say?
I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You and Steve Jones. You guys have more fun than we do coaching. So
we do. We have a lot of fun.
How does it pay, PJ? Does it pay well?
It pays just as well as coaching does for the guys that aren't the head coach. Coach London. It pays just as well as Coach London's getting paid. About. I think. I don't know. We get free gear sometimes. I get the Blue Out shirt for free. So, but we have a little training camp. Then we're gonna let you go real quick. We're gonna have him do a PSA to see if he can do radio. He's going to introduce a One Direction song for us in a second, just to kind of wrap it off. Because I figure he thinks it's easy to, we can't coach. I'm not telling everybody I'm going to be a coach after I'm done radio.
A lot of people think they can coach, though.
I don't. Hey. I understand. Everybody's always a better coach, a better driver, and better at making fires than everybody else. But I get that. But we're going to see how good you are at radio. But so we figured just to put you in the mode, we couldn't get Steve Jones, so we have our closest to Steve Jones to kind of get it going here. This is Tom Ferguson, one of our hosts at our other stations, Huawei 97.1. He does a good Steve Jones, and Steve Jones was our teacher, so Steve's aware of this.
Coach O'Brien, it's a pleasure to have you on B94.5. We appreciate you coming on. First question for you here. The atmosphere at Beaver Stadium is unreal. Jack Ham and I have been at practice all the time. How do you guys replicate that noise that happens in Beaver Stadium?
Well, we love to blast music, Jonesy. We blast music at practice, and our kids seem to enjoy that, although there's always arguments about what type of music I choose because it's usually my choice.
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
It's a mixture. We play some country, we play some rap, we play some top 40,
You're a Jason Aldean guy.
I love Jason Aldean.
Well,
Steve, do you have anything else?
Coach,
Or fake Steve, I should say.
we appreciate you coming on, and we hope you get the win you deserve this weekend when you take on Kent State.
Thanks,
How
Steve.
good is that?
I'm telling you, that is on the money, man. That is awesome.
We appreciate you coming in. I know everybody appreciates you, what you're doing for Penn State and your coaching staff and your family. Mrs.
Thanks,
OB
PJ.
and everybody. We're going to have you just read a liner going into the break here to see how good you're. If you could work for B94.5. So here's your write-up. We're going to get the song out. Give it up for Coach O'Brien for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Lionettes for coming in, the cheerleaders, the Nittany Lion, Nittanyville, Texas Roadhouse, Hardcore Mud Run. Who else is here that I'm missing? Coach London. Anybody else back there? I think everybody from B94.5, obviously. Coach, you want to take it away, bring us into break?
It's all hit B94.5. Give us a call, 272-B945, or email us at B945live@gmail.com. This next one goes out to Colleen in Bollesburg. It's the latest from One Direction called Best Song Ever, right here on All Hit B94.5. I'm coming after your job,
Penn
PJ.
State's homecoming.
Yes, you are.